Emergency Fund Fast Track. 5 steps to financial security. Hey everyone, it's Edvinas here, and let's be real. Nobody enjoys feeling financially vulnerable, right? It's like walking on eggshells, constantly worried that one wrong step will shatter your fragile financial stability. That's the thing about unexpected expenses. They don't send you a calendar invite. They just show up, often at the worst possible time. Imagine this. Your car decides to take an unscheduled vacation to the mechanic, or maybe your health throws you a curveball with a hefty medical bill. It's these moments that can send your carefully crafted budget spiraling. But here's the good news. You don't have to live in a constant state of financial anxiety. Building a solid emergency fund is like having a financial safety net. It gives you the power to navigate those unexpected twists and turns without completely derailing your financial life. So in this video, we're diving deep into building your emergency fund, and we're putting the pedal to the metal. We're talking actionable steps you can take right now to start building that financial peace of mind. Stick around because, trust me, this is one financial move you absolutely don't want to skip. Okay, let's break it down. What exactly is an emergency fund? It's not just some random stash of cash you forget about. It's your financial first responder, a dedicated reserve of money that's there for one purpose and one purpose only, to tackle those unexpected financial fires that pop up in life. Think of it like this. You wouldn't wait until your house was on fire to buy a fire extinguisher, right? That's essentially what having an emergency fund is all about. It's about being proactive, about having a plan in place before the financial storm hits. And let's be real, life throws enough curveballs as it is. Your car could decide to go on strike, your health might have other plans, or maybe your job decides to take an unexpected turn. These are the kinds of situations where your emergency fund swoops in to save the day. It's about having the financial breathing room to handle these situations without having to resort to high-interest credit cards or, even worse, dipping into your long-term savings. That's the beauty of an emergency fund. It's about protecting your financial future by being prepared for the present. Now, you might be thinking, Graham, how much money are we talking here? And that's a great question. A good rule of thumb is to aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Now, I know that might seem like a big number, especially when you're first starting, but don't worry, we'll break down how to get there step by step. Remember, building an emergency fund is a marathon, not a sprint. The important thing is to start somewhere, even if it's just a small amount each month. The key takeaway here is that an emergency fund is non-negotiable. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's your financial safety net. Your peace of mind in a world that can often feel financially unpredictable. Alright, now that we're on the same page about why an emergency fund is non-negotiable, let's talk about how to actually build one. And it all starts with a little financial detective work. That's right, it's time to channel your inner Sherlock Holmes and get up close and personal with your spending habits. The goal here is simple. We need to figure out exactly where your money is going each month. And trust me, you might be surprised by what you uncover. Now, there are a few ways you can do this. You can go old school and grab a pen and paper, or you can leverage technology and use a budgeting app. The method doesn't matter as much as the act of actually tracking your expenses. Go through your bank statements, credit card bills, and any other relevant financial documents. Categorize your spending, things like housing, transportation, food, entertainment. You want to get a clear picture of where every dollar is going. Now here's where the detective work gets interesting. Once you have a handle on your spending patterns, it's time to start looking for areas where you can potentially cut back. And I'm not talking about completely depriving yourself here. It's about identifying those little financial leaks that might be draining your bank account without you even realizing it. Maybe it's that daily latte that's adding up more than you thought. Or perhaps it's those subscription services you signed up for and completely forgot about. The point is, once you start paying attention to your spending, you'll inevitably find areas where you can redirect some of that cash flow towards your emergency fund. Remember, knowledge is power, and when it comes to your finances, the more you know about your spending habits, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions about where your money is going. So, put on your detective hat, grab your magnifying glass, and let's get to work uncovering those hidden savings opportunities. Chapter 3. Automate your financial blueprint. Let's face it, we're all busy, and sometimes remembering to manually transfer money to your emergency fund can slip through the cracks. That's where the magic of automation comes in. Think of it as your secret weapon for effortlessly building your emergency fund. Here's the beauty of automation. It takes the guesswork and the legwork out of saving. Instead of relying on willpower alone, you're setting up a system that works behind the scenes, quietly building your financial fortress without you having to lift a finger. So how do you actually automate your savings? Well, most banks offer automatic transfer services. You can set it up so that a specific amount of money is automatically transferred from your checking account to your savings account, on a recurring basis, whether that's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. And here's a pro tip. Align your automatic transfers with your paychecks. That way, you're paying yourself first, treating your emergency fund like a non-negotiable expense. The money is automatically set aside before you even have a chance to spend it. Now, you might be thinking, Graham, I can barely cover my bills as it is. How am I supposed to automate my savings? And that's a valid concern. But here's the thing, even small amounts add up over time. Start with whatever you can comfortably afford, even if it's just $10 or $20 per paycheck. The key is to make it a consistent habit. As you start to see your emergency fund grow, you can gradually increase the amount you're automatically transferring. Chapter 4. Master the art of fiscal discipline. Alright, let's talk about a crucial ingredient in building your emergency fund: fast fiscal discipline. Now I know what you're thinking, Graham, discipline sounds boring, but trust me on this one, because mastering this skill is like unlocking a financial superpower. It's about making conscious, intentional choices with your money. It's about understanding the difference between your needs and your wants and prioritizing accordingly. Now, I'm not saying you have to live like a minimalist monk to achieve financial discipline. It's all about finding a balance that works for you. Start by taking a hard look at your spending habits. Are there areas where you can cut back without drastically impacting your lifestyle? Maybe it's eating out a little less and rediscovering your inner chef at home. Or perhaps it's finding more affordable entertainment options. Think movie nights in instead of expensive nights out. The key is to identify those little indulgences that are draining your bank account without necessarily adding much value to your life. And remember, every dollar you save is a dollar you can redirect towards your emergency fund, accelerating your progress towards financial security. Now, fiscal discipline isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment. It's about making choices that align with your financial goals. It's about taking control of your money instead of letting it control you. And trust me, the feeling of being in control of your finances is incredibly liberating. Chapter 5. Monetize your hidden talents. Now, we've talked about cutting expenses, but what about boosting your income? You might be surprised to discover that you have hidden talents or passions that you can monetize to accelerate your emergency fund growth. Think of it as turning your skills and interests into a financial side hustle. What are you naturally good at? What do people always ask for your help with? Maybe you're a whiz at graphic design, a coding guru, or perhaps you have a knack for writing. These are all skills that are in high demand in today's digital landscape. There are countless online platforms where you can offer your services as a freelancer. You could create and sell online courses, offer consulting services, or even start a blog or YouTube channel sharing your expertise. The possibilities are truly endless. And the best part is, you're in the driver's seat. You get to choose projects that align with your interests and skills, and you have the flexibility to set your own hours and rates. Monetizing your hidden talents is a fantastic way to not only boost your income, but also to explore new passions and potentially even turn your side hustle into a full-time gig. Remember, building an emergency fund doesn't have to be solely about deprivation and cutting back. It can also be an opportunity for growth and exploration. So, tap into your inner entrepreneur, embrace your unique skills, and watch as your emergency fund flourishes. Outro: secure your financial future. There you have it. 5 actionable steps to build your emergency fund fast and fortify your financial well-being. Remember, it's not about reaching a certain number overnight. It's about establishing healthy financial habits that will serve you well for years to come. So, what's the first step you're going to take today to start building your financial safety net? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more financial tips and strategies. Until next time, stay financially focused, my friends, and remember, building a solid financial foundation is within your reach.